It's an interesting question. We often get asked that as to where did we actually come from, why did we start Nine Group, and what is Nine Group all about? Now, we set out traditionally to actually come up with a solution to combat, obviously, hospital-acquired infections, but to try and get away from the bleach, chlorine, hypochlorite bleach solutions that were in the market, predominantly chlorine tablets, or HAZ-tabs, which they're often called. So we set to work. We wanted to provide a solution that covered all elements of surface decontamination and sanitization. So covering your hands, your surfaces, and also air decontamination. We wanted something that was just as effective as the chlorine and hypochlorite bleach solutions and the chlorine solutions, but didn't have all the nasty side effects. So it didn't have the fumes, it wasn't wearing down the surfaces within hospitals, it wasn't damaging the floors, and it wasn't damaging equipment essentially. So we wanted something that was ready to use, highly effective, and could just be took off the shelf and away we go. So we set to work working with a number of microbiologists and scientists, developing the whole range. Obviously it was relatively complex because we wanted it to cover the whole range of hand hygiene, surface decontamination, and obviously air. But then beginning of 2014, we had our range ready to go. We had what we thought was a fantastic solution for the healthcare sector and for the NHS. And this really started getting traction within some of the trusts throughout the whole of the UK, getting trials and getting some of these places to take it on board, some of those that were looking at innovative solutions that were passionate about infection control and making it easier for their staff. They kind of got the concept of wanting something ready to use, reducing the amount of staff being off sick due to the toxic fumes and the products not being nice to use, and were really willing to give this a crack. But it wasn't really going as fast as we actually wanted it to and what we needed to do. So as we progressed throughout the years, we started then diversifying into the pre-hospital care market, so looking at the ambulance trusts and seeing how we could help them reduce the infection rates within the ambulances, but also as a cleaning high-level disinfection product for in-between cleans and in-between patients. So that gathered quite a lot of momentum. That was really, really exciting. And as we broadened our reach within the emergency services, we then started looking at other chemicals, so such as your floor cleaners, your glass cleaners, your TFR and your screen washers, to create that whole package so that we could create that whole system for any ambulance or emergency service client or organisation. We then, as we progressed and started working further and further with these clients, we started getting asked, what more do you do? What more can you help us with? We love the service, we love your passion, we love your service delivering right across the board from placing that order right through to delivery. What more can you help us with? So that was when one of our best clients at the time was going to tender for all their medical consumables and equipment. And we were currently already looking after them for the infection prevention and control side. And we were at risk of potentially losing this business, although they wanted to keep using the system, but it may not be bought directly from us. It may be end up going through a distributor or a third party. So it was at that point they said to us, look, well, why don't you look at going for the whole lot? Why don't you go look at going for the consumables and therefore mopping up everything else, as well as obviously maintaining the chemical? So we took the plunge, went for it, and it was really, really exciting. We actually won the whole contract, which was when the other side of Nine Group was born, really. So we had the chemical side, then we had the consumable side, which then was really, really exciting. We then could go back to all our existing clients and new clients and say, look, actually, we've got more to be able to help you with. We've got more to be able to create a solution, really starting to develop that one-stop shop type of organisation and partner, which is what we really wanted to become. Then we obviously got hit by COVID, which was really quite an exciting time, quite an interesting time with regards to the high-level disinfectant side of the side of the business, of the chemicals, and obviously the janitorial type products. But then as we got through this, we started realising that what was becoming a real issue, we'd nailed the actual product, we nailed the concept of having the consumables and then providing the one-stop shop. But one thing that was really then starting to let us down was the couriers and the logistics. As we all know, throughout the COVID period, the logistics and supply chain distribution was really disjointed and became quite difficult for organisations to ship products around the UK. That's when we thought, well, hang on a minute, we can't go backwards. We've built an incredible reputation now. We've got a fantastic chemical product range. We've got a fantastic consumable range, and it was a great service from a service delivery point of view using third-party couriers. But this was now our weakest link. So then we started our own logistics service. We thought we can't go backwards. We've got to maintain this. How can we take this further? How can we take this to the next stage? So that's when we started our own logistics fleet, which was really quite exciting. Was quite a big move, especially where we are geographically located in actual Cornwall, St Austell, Cornwall. Or to how we're going to actually maintain, how we're going to implement that throughout the whole of the UK to then obviously offer that service and that benefit to all our customers. This obviously, as we grew, we added more and more vans to the fleet and became even further that trusted partner. We became that go-to provider because we could provide everything, and then we could also deliver it on our own vans to give that continuity, to give that reliability around clients getting what they wanted when they wanted it. It wasn't a situation where they would receive their delivery and only receive 5 parcels out of say 10, and they got exactly what they wanted when they wanted. We then obviously expanded on that massively, both in the product portfolio range. So we've now gone into a lot more of the equipment, stationery, surgical type products, surgical consumables, because we're just becoming a solutions provider. We're getting asked more and more and more, what can we do? We love working with you. We love the care and the passion and the enthusiasm of actually taking care of us as a client, but ultimately putting our patients first. But then we've also increased and rapidly enhanced what we do from a delivery side of things. So including What 3 Words has been a massive game changer, especially with those organizations that have essentially got rooms or clinics or areas within certain healthcare organizations or buildings that necessarily can't always be found from the reception or goods in area. They were losing products at reception that actually wasn't getting to the client. We will use What 3 Words to ensure that the goods get directly to you, the actual client or a member of the team. This has also been a massive game changing in the sort of mobile clinical diagnostic center, where they've got trailers or relocatable units, which may not be at one location for a long period of time. They're constantly on the move. It makes it very, very difficult to be able to actually get a fixed, proper address and location. So it's been a fantastic game-changing value add for our clients to be able to actually have this ability to give us the What 3 Words, and we will deliver directly to that point. We also have a full tracking facility now as well, so the clients can log on that morning and see what drop they're going to be and actually track the van and actually get that 1 hour time slot to say X driver or the name of the driver is going to be with them at that given time. We've also then increased it even further by trying to really help our clients and add further value around the sustainability element, and that's by implementing our recycled plastic reusable tote. So trying to reduce the amount of cardboard that we're using here at 9 Group International, but more importantly, reducing the amount of cardboard that our clients have to dispose of. A, they have to get rid of it, and B, it's quite a cost for them to have to dispose of this, especially if it's going through recycling. So what we do is we have this arrangement in our partnership where they can return the cardboard, and also from the cardboard from any products and items that we have sold them, they can put that back in the box or the reusable tote, and we will actually bring that back to 9 Group and put that through our recycling process here, along with waste toners and electrical items as well. So we're really going above and beyond for our clients to provide that value, to actually reduce the pressure, the challenges that they are having on a day-to-day basis, to provide that one-stop shop solution. And what we're starting to get is feedback from our clients is, excellent, thank you so much 9 Group, or thank you so much so-and-so in the team for helping us, or actually getting it to us as quickly as you possibly could, or getting it actually to us, or helping us out with this particular problem or challenge or pressure that we were facing as an organization. That's what we're so passionate about. It's not necessarily what we're providing or what we sell and how we look after our clients, but it's that feedback in, right, you've really helped me out, you've really helped provide a solution. That is our passion, that's our fire, that's what keeps us going and driven each day, is to get that sort of feedback. So all in all, becoming that one-stop shop. So when a client is in need or has a problem, a challenge, pressure, needs something, they think of 9 Group, and we will help them out by going the extra mile every time.